Today I'm excited to share some ideas on creating storage with an item you probably already have in your home. But if you don't, I promise it's super easy and affordable to get your hands on this item. Let's get started. Hello, welcome back. I'm Noreen Burke. If you are new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming and seeing me. On this channel, I love doing organizing, decluttering, upcycles, DIYs, and anything crafty. Today, I want to talk about easy organizing solutions with the common storage cubbies, storage cubes, cubed organizers, whatever you call it. These are the items that you can usually find really affordably at IKEA, Target, Walmart, wherever you shop. They're easy to find and they come in so many different sizes. You could get the 2 cubby, 3 cubby, the 9 cubbies, the big wall units. I love them because they're versatile. They could be used in so many different ways, and I happen to find them used and free very often. So if you have one of those local marketplaces on Facebook or your next door or whatever you use where you live, check to see if you can find them at a discount, but I find them free so often. So check around if you don't already have them. But let's get started with the 10 mind-blowing ways to use cube organizers. The first thing we're going to look at is probably the most common use for these, and that is the desk hutch. One of the reasons these work so well in offices is because you can get so versatile. You can use just about anything, an old countertop, an old door, disassemble a table to create that surface space, and you can create the size that you want. By just adding a couple of 2x4s, you can really get creative and customize these to fit any space or any criteria that you need. And don't forget, I used one of these small cubbies before when I got to do the collaboration with the Posh Paper Lady, and this is still being used right now. Number 2 is using it for record storage. This allows a lot of creativity. My daughter actually copied this exact idea and is still using it in her dorm. But if you have a lot of records, these will hold a ton. So whether you're just starting out as a collector or if you have tons of records, you're bound to find a storage unit to fit your needs. And what's nice about these is you can always add to it, and they're pretty universal, so they'll always look cohesive. Number 3 is one of my favorite ways to use these, and that is room dividers. I love using these types of units as dividers because it really allows you to break up a space, especially if you're already in a small room. Putting some sort of divider really defines what the space is being used for. The nice thing about these types of units is it usually is open on the back side, which means that light can go through. It also means that you can access the storage on both sides. And if you don't want to see anything, you can always use cubbies, fill them up with plants, but these are wonderful items as room dividers. Number 4 is in the laundry room. Whether you have a space to do your laundry folding and sorting, this with a small countertop will create the perfect space for a basket underneath all of your supplies as well as a surface area. But what about attaching them to a wall? Make sure you've got someone who's creating cleats so these are absolutely held together. But with just a little bit of trim on the outside, this can become a beautiful storage solution that's super affordable. Number 5 is using it for your television/entertainment center. Once again, because these come in so many different sizes and configurations, you can create something that looks built in by just adding a little bit of trim to finish it off or using something along the back side. You can really make this look super custom and nice, and you can even add something on the outside to elevate the look and make it look more expensive. Another space that these are really helpful is in the bedrooms. Imagine having something that looks like a complete built-in with tons of storage, but really you're only buying a couple of units and putting it around your existing furniture. The platform idea is not new, but it's one that I always love. Here are 3 upright units, but by laying them on their side, putting some plywood over the top, they've created a platform bed with a ton of storage. And you can use that center item for off-season things or storage that you don't need to get to often. This is great in a kid's room. It definitely can be elevated for an adult room. This last one is not cubbies, but I think you could easily duplicate this if you had 2 kids and 1 room, give them both their own storage, their own space for a very inexpensive cost. Number 7 is the area I truly have used these the most, and that is kitchens. This is a little 4-unit cubby on legs with a countertop that makes it look like an island with storage underneath. This is the tall wall units with a little bit of wood on the front just to make it look like the old apothecary cabinets. I really love the look of this one. In the pantry, you could add the pull-out drawers, the can items. This is a more elevated look with the storage bins, but you could use it as a coffee bar. Here's an example of that countertop that extends for seating. They have it on wheels, but this one comes apart. Think of the many ways you could use this. Number 8 was too cute not to include. These are single cubbies that they've staggered on top of to make a cat tower. So once I started looking for this, it led me down so many creative ways. By layering these, putting in holes, putting in the scratching items on the outside, it's amazing what you can build for your pets if you were so inclined. Number 9 is in the nursery. I love this idea because it can grow with the kids as they get older. So as they're babies, a changing mat on top, obviously strapped down for safety, gives you all the things you will need. But as they get older, you can swap these out for storage, for toys. It will grow with them, and you can always paint these to change the look as their styles change. The last one is super cute and again goes in with the idea of kids. What about using one of those 4 units as a doll house? So if you used one of these as a nursery item, why not turn it into a doll house when they get older? Some of these are really creative, and since it's 12 inches, you can use your scrapbook paper and it fits most of the Barbie dolls. So take a look online. There are so many creative ideas on ways to use these storage units. And again, I love them because you can use them in so many different ways. I'm filming in a different spot today because I have been busy getting ready for the 12 shares of Christmas. This is where at the end of the year I will do a video, hopefully every day, counting down to the holiday season with ideas, downloads for you, crafty ideas, just a fun way to end the year and close things out getting ready for, 2023. So my area over here is a mess and I didn't want you to see all of that. So be ready. I've got a couple videos I may or may not get out. There's just a lot going on right now. I'm doing my best to keep up with videos, but right now I'm trying to be easy with myself. And if I get a video out, that's wonderful. And if I don't, I'm really sorry. I miss you guys. I miss filming, but I'm staying with the positives, which is I'm working on crafty things for the holidays. So thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if you are already using any of these storage ideas in your home. Let me know if you're doing something different. Share these ideas. Your fellow viewers love them, and if it's something that's unique, I'd be happy to share it as well. So thank you so much for watching today. As always, thank you to my patrons who allow me to make these videos, and thank you to you for being here. I'll see you guys in just a few days. Bye.